With the details, I'm Kenroy Batiste. Money, or the lack thereof, continues to pose a major problem for carnival stakeholders. The March Gras went well from all indications, but this evening we have reports of what was an edgy night for some of the performers. Artistes have been telling a tale of how the show could have been placed in jeopardy, all because of money. Orisha Joseph fills us in.
There was no panorama during this year's carnival simply because of the failure of the carnival committee to pay up monies which were due for last year's celebration. Members of the Steel Band Association said that they had to make the point that they had enough and that going forward they needed to be treated with respect. Money issues on the table again, and this time it's the Calypsonians on the other end of the gripping stick. The word is that there were some tense moments on the March Gras night as some artists threatened to boycott the show as a result of a dispute over prize monies. Veteran Calypsonian Finley scholar Jeffrey told GBN News in an interview that performers are tired of the haggling.
Our prize monies, we hit a compromise because our price structure before was different. People got prizes right down to about 7th, and then we had appearance fees for about 3 people, totaling $8,000. But they asked for a different price structure this year, and so we compromised and we decided we were going with first 4 people getting prizes, and then from 5 to 10 and the standby would get an appearance fee. The appearance fee we compromised on was $9,000, all right? And they dilly-dallied on that. The March Gras night, a lot of people didn't know that. We had serious issues and we were prepared to pull the plug if our requests were not met.
Jeffrey claims that they were duped into receiving amounts which were less than they expected.
We met with Mr. Dow, and he gave us an agreement, signed agreement that the price structure, the $9,000 would be paid. But lo and behold, checks were prepared in the amount of $7,000 without even consulting the Calypsonians. You know, we are not beasts. We don't live in kennels and so on. We're not dogs. So somebody could have said to us, well, guys, let's go back on the table. We cannot pay that money now, but we'll give you an assurance that the other $2,000 would be paid X, Y, Z. And you know, we could have taken it from there, but they went right ahead, wrote the checks out for $7,000 without any without consulting us, and this we thought was very disrespectful.
The Calypsonians had scheduled an emergency meeting with carnival officials to raise their grouse. Orisha Joseph, GBN News.
GBN understands that an emergency meeting was called this afternoon by some Calypsonians. Our news desk understands they were hoping to meet with officials of the Carnival Committee to raise varying concerns, but this did not materialize. The payment of prize monies is among some of the thorny issues.
What should be sufficient in anything that we do, and as a national organization, I am disappointed that they would deviate from that document that they signed. You know, I think we are understanding, and if they have good reason to make the changes, it would have been appropriate for them to discuss that with us. But I think the action seemed to me like a heavy-handed action, you know, a unilateral decision taken by someone just to, okay, forget that agreement that was signed for $9,000 and I would make out a check for $7,000. And we can accept that because that is gross disrespect, I think.
We have said to the Carnival Committee on many occasions that whatever they have a problem with, call us in. Let us sit at the table. Let us have a dialogue. Let us sit down like gentlemen and sort out problems. We cannot afford for people to sit in the office thinking of the matter, come up with their own suggestion and implementing it. We are not there just for the sake of singing. We belong to an organized organization, and we are there to protect the rights and benefits of Calypsonians, and we'll continue to do that.
GBN News contacted the chairman of the Carnival Committee, Colin Dow, this evening. He has flatly denied the allegations being made by the Calypsonians. Dow told our news desk that the Calypsonians made a proposal for an increase in the fees on the March Gras night, and that's when the contention started. He was asked for an on-camera interview, but said he was unavailable because he was attending a meeting.